Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Satyavani Gayatri, and today I have the privilege on Tea and Take to host my guru, Yogi Amritji, and we are going to discuss Ayurveda today. Ayurveda is near and dear to my heart, and so I have the privilege to be able to discuss Ayurveda with my guru today. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Satyavani.
I appreciate that.
And so nice to have you.
Oh.
And I appreciate what you do and what you are dedicated to, Ayurveda.
Oh.
And that's so close to my heart because that's a sister science of yoga.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I have wanted to ask you this question for a long time.
Right.
When were you first exposed to Ayurveda in your life?
Very early in I would say late 80s or 90s, early 90s. And that is when even my wife, Urmila Desai, wrote the book on Ayurvedic cooking.
Yes.
And so I was not only introduced to Ayurveda, but Ayurvedic cooking.
Wow, that's the best part.
Yes.
That's the best part.
And that's, I think, one of the earliest book on Ayurvedic cooking that she had written.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Wow. And so do you maintain that tradition now, with Ayurvedic cooking in your
Yes,
home?
Ayurvedic cooking, yes, it is Ayurvedic cooking. And also, I continue that tradition, practice Ayurvedic detox program, Panchakarma, which I do almost regularly,
Really?
every year almost. Some here in America, otherwise in India.
Wow.
So last Panchakarma treatment I did was in South India. And one of the unique things that I did was I stayed in a kuti pravesh.
Oh my goodness.
This is the rarest thing that is even available in India.
Yes, it is.
But that's the most ancient technique of entering into the room, within the room, and within the room.
Yes.
And it was so dark that I stayed there 7 days and 7 nights
Oh my goodness.
with a very dim light where I could go to bathroom. And with nothing to read, nobody to talk, very minimal food, 3 times, just glass of milk and powder, some Ayurvedic powder,
Wow.
and then 1 cup of bean soup, one just cup, not too much.
Wow.
And so 7 days and nights, because I wanted to see what my Vata can do to me.
Your
Because
Vata.
I will be in company of my Vata, my mind. And I wanted to be, because here I'm distracted. I might be suppressing something that I want to face. I want to face everything that's lying hidden in unconscious.
Yes.
And when we have nothing else to go to, you have to be in the company of that crazy mind.
Oh my goodness.
And
what was that experience like? If you'd like to share.
yes. So first 2 days were very difficult.
Really?
Because, like, what do I do with this mind? And I have nothing else I can go to get some change in like have a little
A
breathing
distraction.
time.
A distraction.
Right. So I said, I made a mistake. I think I should not have done 7 days. I should have done a weekend.
A weekend warrior.
Right. And then I was planning. I said, that's a discredit to just plan 7 days and come out early. So I was even thinking that maybe I should make sure the doctor knows that I got the secret. I know what my mind can do in my seclusion. And I know. So I think I can be.
So I
want to come out. I didn't believe that because there was a part of me that was talking to get out of it.
Right.
So I stayed and I went into the deepest level of meditation.
Wow.
Ever. Yes. So deep that next time when doctor come to visit me, I almost cried. I said, thank you for having this place.
Oh my goodness.
Because I found out I went a whole new level by being there.
And you're already elevated in your
Yes,
consciousness.
yes.
And you never thought you can go that deep.
No, I could not. And then I also went, and before in early late 70s, or I had been in 3 month seclusion to do the same. Yes, completely silent. Nobody came there.
Right. It's a rasayana practice, a
Right,
rejuvenation practice.
Rejuvenation practice, yes.
And what was that experience like, Gurudev?
That was, I must be so changed that I didn't notice as much change as when I came out of it.
Right.
People saw me differently. And I saw people interacted with me differently.
Wow.
Even those who didn't know that I was in seclusion.
Right.
So it was an inside-out change.
A very energetic change.
So change in my energy field.
Wow.
So my consciousness. That some people that's about the time when when I started teaching yoga in Philadelphia area, I was Amrit Desai.
Yes.
Then as I had an ashram, I became Amirtji.
Marich.
And then something happened. I don't know how, some people started calling me Gurudev. Strangest thing happened.
It just happened.
Right.
Wow.
Amritji to Gurudev.
Wow.
This was, somebody asked me, he said, where did you get the title? I said, I didn't get the title, it was given to me.
It found you. It found you.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So after you came out of that experience for 3 months and then the recent experience for 7 days, how did that change your day-to-day life?
My day-to-day life was, I was more responsive to no matter where I went, what I did, or who I was with. More responsive than reactive.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that? What you mean by more responsive versus reactive?
Right. Reactive means more irritable,
Okay.
frustrated, impatient, forceful. That doesn't mean it didn't come.
So it seems like that agitation, that disturbance is sort of the characteristics and the profile of Vata.
Vata, yes.
Vata. So can you tell me about your experience with Vata and some insights about the Vata dosha?
That is the entire topic of everything that I teach. Is all about consciousness. And where there is mind, there is no consciousness. Whenever there is mind, consciousness is out. So mind operates out of the pre-programmed, distorted memories of reactively processed experiences in the past.
Wow, that's a lot.
And that's all. People cannot see, mind cannot see anything outside of how it was programmed in the past. So mind cannot see anything out of pre-programmed past, period. Therefore, that is Vata has been really programmed into the system, in the form of energy blocks in the body and memory blocks in the brain.
Yes.
So how to deprogram that, that's what I teach. And that is also Ayurveda, because
Yes, it is.
Ayurveda does detox program from the energy blocks in the energy meridians.
Yes.
And that's what I do myself regularly every year.
So you move those blocks out of your
Right.
system. And do you find that when you physically feel better, your mind is better, and when your mind is better, you physically feel better?
I feel so clear. Even now, I am. So I used to do all these things, but I didn't know how well I was progressing, because my guru did meditation 34 years, every day, 10 hours a day, in 3 different sessions. 3 different sessions, every day. He won't miss a minute even from that time. And I don't do that with meditation, because there are 2 paths in yoga.
Okay.
Pravritti Marg,
Yes.
liberation through karma yoga,
Yes.
and Nivritti Marg, liberation through renunciation. So mine has been karma yoga,
Yes.
but I didn't know whether that path is working properly for me or not.
Okay.
So 2 years ago I was in India, and then there was a there is an organization called Pyramid Valley,
Okay.
and they do all this research work kind of programs, and they had a machine that would measure the energy meridians, chakra system,
The subtle body.
heart, lungs, the synchronicity between all those things, and they measured the guy who did it, he says, I've never seen this in my life.
Really? What did it say?
Because my age at that time was 40 years younger than my chronological age.
Oh my goodness! So
And I still have
you
the-
de-aged 40 years.
Yeah. And then next year I went,
Mhm.
and I was 46 years younger.
You're just getting younger and younger.
This. I have the
Amazing.
reports. Really, I will show you.
I believe it. I would love to see it.
Yes.
But that is the power of Ayurveda and all these
Ayurveda and
practices.
yoga combined, because to me, that's my life is dedicated to practice and teach.
It's wonderful.
So it's not like I'm a teacher. I'm a guru because I practice it and I live it
Yes, you do.
and I teach.
Yes. And
That's why they call me guru, because that's the definition of a guru. Is the one who is living to connect with the light of consciousness within
Yes.
and help people to reconnect to their consciousness, to the guru, their guru within. Yes.
And you share that in such a loving and compassionate way. And we
Yeah.
appreciate that, all of us
Yeah.
here who are part of the lineage. If you were to give our audience one tip about an Ayurveda practice that you have done through all of the years that has really worked for you, what would that be?
I would say that very simple thing that everybody can do at any time is the diet.
The diet, yes.
This is the biggest thing. People violate there every day, 3 times a day, or 4, 5 times a day, and then they do panchakarma.
Right.
So panchakarma is very important.
Mhm.
But I would say in every day, most important tip is balanced diet.
Okay.
So that agrees with your digestive system,
Okay.
not your tongue.
Okay. So foods that are sattvic and well balanced.
Yes, right.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And so what I say is, most people dig their grave with their own teeth.
That is words of wisdom, for
Yes.
sure. I
Yes.
appreciate that. Is there anything else that you would like to share about your experience with the relationship between yoga and Ayurveda for our audience today?
Right. Yoga and Ayurveda are so connected, because if you want to, while you practice yoga, you are also practicing how to detox your body through the Ayurvedic system that is in harmony with the yogic practice of asanas, pranayams, meditations.
Yes.
So that is very integral part of it. And Ayurveda is more applying at the level of the body.
Yes.
Yoga is applying at the level of the body, mind, and soul
Yes.
and spirit.
Wonderful.
So yoga, you cannot really practice yoga without practicing Ayurveda.
Thank you for saying that. Can you say that again for our audience?
You cannot really practice yoga without practicing Ayurveda.
Yes.
Yes, because Ayurveda has some of the systems that thousands of years ago, when yoga was developed, Ayurveda was developed. When yoga was developed for self-discovery process, if you ignore your body, you are not going to go too far with it.
Mm-hmm.
So all the Ayurvedic systems are designed to how to prevent the imbalances that people create in their body all along the way. And mind is arising out of the body. So if the body is polluted and toxic, mind will be toxic and polluted. So to me, Ayurveda is entry through the body, but for the soul. That's the uniqueness. That's where yoga and Ayurveda combine, because they are both helping for the self-discovery, enlightenment process. So to me,
Yeah.
yoga and Ayurveda, and then in Ayurveda, all the detox programs are, of course it happens on the body-mind level, but it is not limited to body-mind level.
Mm-hmm.
It is supposed to clear you up so your body becomes the vehicle of the soul. Like Christ said, your body is the temple of God. Mm-hmm. And yogis made it happen. How to do it, that's the uniqueness about yoga and Ayurveda, that says how to make the body the temple of God. It has become the abode of the devil called ego mind, the prodigal son.
Absolutely. You can't really have one without the other.
Right.
I want to thank you so much, Gurudev.
Yes.
Oh, jai, jai, jai. And thank you, audience, today for tuning in to Tea and Take. I am Dr. Satyavani Gayatri, and my guru, Yogi Amritji.
And I have been a guest of the many Ayurveda conferences in India, in Dubai, in America, many of them.
So you've been spreading this.
And one of the Ayurvedic conference, I was given the award of a Patanjali.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm very close to Ayurveda, even as to speak to the audiences.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you enjoyed your tea.
I did.
Okay. Thank
She's
you so
waiting
much.
for me to enjoy.
Thank you. Please do. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers to you.
Thank you, everybody.